48 Fastcast.
Good Wednesday afternoon, everyone. I'm Liz Hurley with your 48 Fastcast, our digital version of your top headlines in a short, fast newscast. We start today in Decatur, where we're learning new details about Monday night's deadly shooting. Court documents reveal Bernabe Aguia, who is accused of shooting and killing his wife, Tara Ward, told investigators that he was drunk and high on drugs when he shot Ward. A detective testified Aguia also claimed he was playing with a gun right before that shooting. Aguia was arrested and charged with manslaughter. Staying in Morgan County, a man who led police on a chase through 2 counties now behind bars, held without bond. James Simmons is accused of fleeing from a narcotics investigation in Decatur. Investigators say he led officers on a chase from Morgan County across the Hudson Memorial Bridge and into Madison County. After running into officers from Huntsville and Madison, he exited I-565 and drove into Madison, where he tried to hide in a row of shrubbery at a nearby home. Simmons was found and subsequently arrested. Moving across state lines, the Giles County Animal Shelter asking for your help today to identify a man caught on camera throwing a dog over the shelter's fence. Shelter staff shared this video showing a man in a red car pulling up to that fence and then throwing the dog over it before then driving off. The dog was able to make his way through to the other side of that fence and chased after that car as the man drove away. If you know who this is, please call Pulaski Police.
Well, it's hot. It's awfully dry, too. We had a few showers and thunder showers over in the western part of the state, but right now there's one big thunderstorm in Mississippi, and it's moving away from us. That's kind of the way the pattern's been. Everything's tracking pretty much to the west and a bit southwest. Overall, fairly dry. Parkway's in good shape. It's 91, so it's not as hot as it was yesterday, but it's certainly just as humid. And that's kind of across the board. 95 in Muscle Shoals. Yesterday at this hour, it was 98 degrees and 96 in Huntsville. Here is your 3-day forecast. More 90s on the way. We get a slight break from the extreme heat. 94 tomorrow, 93 Friday, 92 Saturday. But after the weekend, it gets even hotter. But we do have signs of a cool down potentially, and I stress cool down in air quotes that you can't see right now. And that's for the first week of August. We might actually be in the mid to upper 80s. So I'll take a look at that forecast for the next 10 days coming up.
A beloved culinary event returning to Huntsville later this year. Find out what it is after this break. After a 5-year break, Taste of Huntsville is officially returning. Taste of Huntsville Reimagined will take place Thursday, October 2nd. City leaders and industry professionals made that announcement at the Huntsville Botanical Garden today, which will serve as the site for this event. Guests will have access to stroll, sip, and even sample unlimited tastes from local restaurants and caterers and beverage vendors. Tickets go on sale this Friday starting at 10 a.m.
Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
I'm going to start with a 10-day forecast. There's a lot going on. We get a slight break in this extreme heat, but then it comes back and it's even worse than what we've already had. 97 Monday, 99 Tuesday, 100 Wednesday, 100 Thursday. Heat index 105, maybe even 109 or 110 in some areas. That just depends on what the humidity is going to be like by then. But after that, as we get ready to kind of get the first week of August in, we do have a cool down coming, and that may actually bring some thunderstorms too as a front comes in the area area. It's a very weak front, but it's enough to cool us back to at least normal. Storm chances are pretty isolated over the next few days. Temperatures are in the 80s over here in DeKalb County. More of an easterly wind over here, and I'll show you what else is going on radar in a second. But overall, we've got most of the thunderstorms today have been closer to the Mississippi state line, but we still have a few showers over here in Georgia and a spotty shower possible. You see south of Fort Payne near Collinsville. That's about it. But here's your weekend forecast. 92 with isolated thunderstorms Saturday. Sunday 95, so a really hot weekend with not much rain at all. As we take another look at the radar, you can kind of see this easterly movement, westerly movement of this easterly wave, we'll call it, as it basically pushes everything from east to west, and that's cooling you down just a little bit as well. I know, near normal. This area high pressure has kind of shifted west a little bit too, so what it's going to do is kind of shift to the west a little bit over the next few days and then come back as an even stronger area of high pressure as we get into next week. 6:30 tomorrow morning, Thursday, almost through the work week, dealing with not much. In fact, tomorrow looks very dry, probably less than what we had today, but not as hot. The southeast wind, and that's going to bring about temperatures in the low to perhaps a few mid-90s out there. I don't think the heat index is going to be as bad, and most of us are not reaching the heat advisory criteria today, as that heat index is closer to about 103, 104, but you still need to take it easy out there. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Rain chances come back up Friday and then kind of go back down as we get into the weekend. And of course, it gets hot next week. I'll have an update on that forecast at 4, 5, 6, and then tonight at 10.
Look forward to it. Thank you, Brad. Thank you so much for watching. That'll do it for your Fast Cast. We will be back here online in just a few minutes with Before the 4 and AJ Weist. And don't forget to join us for our 4 o'clock newscast on TV, WAFF 48. Breaking news coming up at 5, 6, and 10. We've got you covered. I'm Liz Hurley. Have a great afternoon.